Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. You worked the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, he has shared with his team this week that this is crucial for conference positioning in the SEC. On the road, they have got to be the best version of themselves, and what he's talked about is making sure they are over-communicating at the line of scrimmage. This home crowd makes it so tough on opponents. It's loud, it's hectic down here, and he said, I want our quarterback to run this show with calm and composure. We'll see if he's able to do that here in the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive going to the air, using his feet to buy time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Quarterback extends the play. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rebels offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Lacey. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
They kick it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sellers. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina.
By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game.
Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone first, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Throwing, Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete. Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He'll try to do it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for space. It's Lacey. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
776 captain. 776 captain.
He's got it again. Finding open areas. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. After the run, now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And is such just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulled and finds his man on the left. There he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout this season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's Sellers to throw. Finds the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
10, South Carolina, 7.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quick release on the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The Gamecocks will try to pick it up on fourth down. Fourth down, Sellers. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Running inside. It's Lacey. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football.
Touchdown, Rebels. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sellers. Snagged out of the air. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
To the air, it's Sellers. Pulls it in. And makes the catch, and he's free. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Again, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now here's Sellers. Makes a catch. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throwing, Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They go play action with Sellers. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The run inside. It's Lacey. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season. Inside the 30. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw.
Oh, he makes the catch. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied.
South Carolina, 7. Number 17, set to kick it off.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Sellers to throw. Back open in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running into the open space. Still running at the 35. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Air Force taking on the number 23 team, the Army Black Knights. And it's Air Force able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Sellers trying to make magic on the scramble. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Number 24, set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here comes the heat. Fires to the tight end. Past the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. The give. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Sellers on the play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Sellers. Plucks it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sellers to the air again. Finds his back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He's got it.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. Play fake, Sellers. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? This is a design run. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. Sellers from the gun on third down. Swings it out to his running back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Brings up second down.
Win.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. He's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. At the 35, he's open. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Rebels surge back on top.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Again, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's knocked down.
And with the lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Inside the 40.
They're throwing for it on a 2-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Sellers. He's got him. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Moving out to the right. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Throwing, Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Here's Sellers to throw. Pocket breaking down. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Breaks into the open. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about it in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
On the run, it's Lacey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Much more manageable situation.